What's up, Gi.Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we have another cool one for you. All the way from 1998, we bring you the U.S. Air Force, Korea. Just a beautiful figure. Picked this guy up from Toys R Us. I had been tracking this guy for a while and was so thrilled to get this guy. Walked into Toys R Us, picked him up, and I thought the cool part, he was a carded figure, but he was an expensive carded figure. He was closer to about $26, $27 when I purchased him back in 1998. And he was well worth every penny of it. He's got the green shades, the hat, the cool suit, jumpsuit, flight suit we should say. Got the boots. And I believe this figure had socks. There's his belt. There's his pistol and holster. Didn't come with a ton of equipment. But he was a carded figure. Here's the great poster here of the actual figure. Just beautifully done. And we needed more figures like this during that time period. I think we needed more figures like that in the early 2000s because this was such a, this figure was so well made and so well done that basically they put him in a tall, skinny box as well. That's how cool and well received this figure was. Guys, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. For our new viewers that's visiting us, that's just popping into the channel, we want to get that that information out to you. We love to have you. This is what we do all day, every day. Get the close-ups here. There's his dog tags in there. Love that hat. We've seen this hat on several of our G.I. Joe figures. And this was something new they did here. They encased the actual cardboard on the inside with the plastic, which I love. I love it when they do that with the figures because that way the cardboard does not sustain any type of shelf wear or anything. And as you can see, this is a C10 museum quality G.I. Joe that we have here for our United States Air Force Korea. Let's turn him around. Guys, tell us what you think of this figure. Do you have this guy? Are you still trying to fit this guy into your collection to complete the collection? Let us know. Leave a comment in the comment section right underneath this video. Here's his equipment list. Once again, this is the Armed Service Assortment. Small equipment list. He doesn't really need much. He's such a cool figure. And the back of this box is simply gorgeous. You see, this is, we kept these figures. This particular figure stays in our main collection room. And here are the other figures that you can get. This is one of the carded figures that we keep under the tarp that we showed you in a previous tour of our the touring video that we did of our main collection room. He's under that particular tarp. And we have all these guys, so we'll be doing reviews on these guys because to me, I love my carded figures. And you can collect all the 1998 Armed Service Assortments. We sure do. And they're just beautifully done. And these are all the cool things that you can get that they had out at the weapons depot. Guys, I want you to know, I didn't collect the weapon depot where they was this was carded figure with all the weapons and things like that. I didn't collect those. I was more about the 12-inch figures. I went after the figures. I know we got a request a while back about the weapons depot, and the thing is, guys, that stuff with the weapons and stuff, I really didn't go after that stuff back when, you know, in the early to late 90s when these guys were being released, primarily because I wanted the figures. And anybody will tell you that was a collector. You wanted to go after the action figures themselves more or less than the extra stuff, you know. So we didn't really do a lot of that. Let's get you some. Let's get you a year here. There's 1998. So we didn't want to do a whole lot of that. So I stayed true to what I was good at, and that was getting the figures, and that was my top priority, was getting the figures. So let's get you another shot of that. I think I hear my producer. There's our producer. Could you say hi to the our subscribers?
Hi, subscribers.
Thank you. See, everybody thinks I always bring up our producer, and it's like, this guy doesn't have a producer. He just keeps talking about it. So not there, guys. And trust me, I can't throw my voice that well. That is definitely our producer. Lovely lady.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I thought I was going to do this by myself today. She's checking in on me. Guys, this is just a wonderful figure, though. I wanted to share this guy with you because, unfortunately, as much as I love this guy, we have more shipments of G.I. Joes coming in. So we're moving and shifting things again. And we're going to be retiring this guy to the archives. So, and it's tough. And anybody that collects these guys know that it's a tough thing to make choices like that. But you can't put everything in one place. You know, it's just that the space won't allow it. So, and when you start doing that, trying to stack stuff in, that's where damaging can happen and things of that nature. So this guy has been beautifully preserved over the course of what 19 years, 20 years. So yeah, about 19, almost nearly 20 years. This guy's nearly 20 years old, and he looks like he just came off of the toy store shelf back at Toys R Us. And that's just, you know, that's just us trying to definitely preserve these guys. And 20 years later, nearly 20 years later, we're doing a review on this guy. And I haven't seen this particular figure in about 5 or 6 years. I haven't even looked at him. So it's just, once again, it's just so cool to be able to bring these guys out, to share them with you guys first and foremost, but to actually see these guys, because I have so many. It's so easy, guys, just to forget what you have. And I think you need to rotate your collections, guys. I think any good collector will tell you that, to rotate your collection so you don't lose touch with these figures. But it's difficult. I love the pose that they have him in. They didn't have to do all of this. Like I said, this was Hasbro just thinking way outside of the box for a carded figure. They didn't have to put him in this pose. They could have stuck him straight up and straight up and down on this card, and I was still would have bought him. But to add the flair with him in this walking or motion is just beautiful, beautifully done. And they put him right with the backdrop with this other Joe, so it makes it look like he's a part of the scene. You got your helicopters, or planes up there, just beautifully done. Guys, we're hanging out in our museum here. I got a time off from work. I have nothing better to do but hang out with you guys. So I'm gonna grab me a cup of coffee. You guys grab your favorite beverage, hop on the couch, kick back, and tune in to the M.I.B. Master Museum channel. And with that being said, guys, God bless. And keep collecting.